Coming up next, Sin Censura, the Three Guys Rant. Greatest show on earth with three of the world wonders. The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. News, politics, escándalo, sports, current events, all things worth ranting about, and much more. These tres gorditos will blow your mind. All right, welcome back to another show of the Three Guys Rant here in the Church of Rantology with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. And that tapping that you heard right before the show started,
it was me banging my head on the table.
Because you're sick, or you're sick. Are you sick?
I am. I'm a little bit of both.
You're a Sikh.
By the way,
right.
I just got a text that everybody's proud of Arvin because he remembered to press the button.
Did I actually remember?
You remember to press the button because they say they can hear us out there in the Renosphere.
You pressed the button.
Oh, good.
You pressed the button.
Let's make sure that stays throughout the show, because Mike is over here turning my knobs.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell he's doing over there. But again, everybody, thank you.
Just everybody, for clarity, when he says knobs, he means his nipples. But go ahead.
I thought that was a purple nipple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, right out of the gate, huh? Right out of the gate. So it's an exciting time.
It is. I want to hear this.
Wait. You know what? No, fairness.
I want to hear this.
You know what? Why is it exciting, Arvin?
Please tell us.
Because I don't know if Obama finally is going into 50 Shades of Blackness. Because he's starting to comment on Trump and his stupidity.
You understand that 50 Shades involves bondage sex, right?
Oh, when I think of Michelle, I think of sexy bondage.
Okay, but
that's the wrong Obama.
Okay, hold on. So you acknowledge that 50 Shades is strictly about kinky, dirty bondage sex.
When I do it, it's more like 135 shades.
Fair enough.
Of purple.
When I do it, it's brown.
How is it? Oh, and that's just filthy.
Brown pride, Papa.
You're a sick moaf. How is it that Obama talking about Trump gets you so wet over there and excited that
because
we need to
7
throw
years,
cold water on you?
7 years, 6 months, 32 days, and 12 hours into his presidency, he's showing.
I'll give you $1,000 if you're with even 5 days of that.
I'm not.
Okay,
but let's check anyways. What do I get if I'm within the year?
No,
within the year.
Listen to Jesus.
And he started thinking about it. No, I'm excited because maybe in his last days of glory, he'll go out with a bang, and just as expected, Donald Trump had his comments of, he's lucky he didn't run during the last election because he would have been a one-term president. Like, he's out of his mind.
Well, if he's lucky, he goes out with a bang every night.
Trump or Obama?
Obama.
Right?
But who said that? Trump?
Yeah, Trump said that. Trump that was Trump's...
that if he had run last time...
Obama would have been a one-term president.
Oh, he's an idiot.
So, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Barack is out there saying that, that the people have more sense than to vote Trump into office. And it's not TV. It's not reality TV. It's not celebrity TV. It's not any of that. That it's not easy running the country.
Right.
And he's basically out of his mind and an effing moron for thinking he can do it.
See, I'm going to say this, okay? I saw that statement. And I applauded the president for having a backbone for once and making that statement. But he gives the American people way too much credit. Because I'm going to say once again.
Yes.
If it's any indication that those pendejos in Iowa, New Hampshire, and currently the South Carolinites, that group of morons is about to put Trump over the top.
And he's actually leading.
Well, no.
He's leading all the polls in Vegas, too.
Oh, yeah,
Nevada.
Because Vegas is a state.
No, Nevada. That's why I corrected myself. A-hole.
Yeah, because it was funny this morning. They were talking about, he's got double-digit lead in California. I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me. And then finally one of the reporters caught what they were saying. Oh, we're so sorry. We meant Carolina. So apparently it's stupidity across the board. But
be that as it may, I'm still concerned. How is it that Obama making a statement about Trump got you so worked up that your nipples were hard?
I'm just happy
I like it when he's big and black.
I'm just happy that he's actually has a topic. that is current, and he's not being a bumbling idiot.
Well, let's not
Arvin
get-
or Obama?
Well, I was talking about myself, but Arvin too.
or Trump.
So I'm happy for you, man. I'm glad.
Yeah, because as far as man, this chair keeps sinking. I swear I've dropped 6 inches since we started the show.
That's what
I've
she
dropped
said.
more than that.
You've taken more than that. No, because
You've sat on more than that.
Can we go back to Trump and Barack?
Sure.
Because I know that Barack has his opinion on the election going on now, but it always seems like he's been very PC to stay neutral.
Well, that's the way every sitting president is when it comes to elections. They don't like to either endorse anybody or make comments that may make it seem like he's biased, even though we know he is.
Well, Bush is supporting Bush right now. He finally came out and said Bush is good.
Yeah, but that's the blind leading the deaf, dumb, and stupid.
Which one?
Take your pick. They're interchangeable. I mean, if you made a hole, like those cornholes that those idiots, and I'm not talking about Arvin Saturday night. I'm talking about, the games they play over in Iowa and
Right.
other places.
Cornhole.
If you put the heads in the mouths of those two idiots, they're interchangeable, man.
I agree with you.
Now, did either one of you gentlemen sit through the 2 hours of the most excruciating time?
Deadpool?
No, that was I heard that was spectacular.
Oh, I saw it.
Okay, I didn't see that.
That's how I spent my Valentine's.
But I'm talking about the Republican debate.
No, I don't waste my time.
Holy mother!
Now,
What-
let me just put in my 2 cents. I've never put myself through that kind of punishment, but I sure as hell won't do it today, or during this election, or the rest of this election, or maybe ever.
well, thank you. That was very insightful and appreciated.
I'm sure. I mean, Twitter must be blowing up.
They got to be right now because
Yeah,
Arvin's
people-
statement
yeah,
was
I know.
ve-
People are
that was
gonna be-
extremely
Hey,
profound.
hey, when I speak, the ranosphere blows up because I tweet myself.
You
and
understand?
I respond.
I was going to say you understand that the Ranosphere is saying what all of us please suit ourselves.
No, I didn't see it, but I think it's because it's turned into such a circus. I don't know if people are even all that interested now, or
Yeah,
at
they
least
are.
at least not the people that should be.
Well, I'll grant you that, but
Yeah, the ratings are to the roof. So I mean, people are watching. But
The people
it's
that
just
don't vote.
It's just entertainment.
the last one was spectacular. It was. I mean, again, so let me just state this before I make the comedic parody. My hearts go out to the people in Germany. They lost 11 people. 2 trains collided head on about 10 days ago. Turned out it was human error. That being said,
How in the hell is that even possible? Isn't everything automated nowadays?
it was or it is, but there's actually still train operators,
Mm-hmm.
and the train operator literally fell asleep at the switch. I mean, he didn't
So-
fall asleep, but he
But
missed
to me, I
It
mean,
would have been better if there was no train operator.
in some respects, yes.
Wow.
But anyway,
but it's got to be a level of redundancy on that. That I mean, it just boggles the mind.
well, and it was, and that is again. Well, we can cover that in a second. But that was the epitome of the mother of all catastrophic failures. There was like 4 or 5 redundant, automated, auto stop, everything that we want to implement here in the United States, and they all failed. And then the human error just added to it. So when they showed those pictures, they had them from an aerial view, and I say that it's just like a train wreck that you're fascinated, amazed the amount of destruction, and they didn't show any bodies or anything, but it was just what 2 trains can do to each other. I'm going to tell you that train accident, 2 trains moving 75 miles an hour that collided into each other on a bend, was less catastrophic than the last Republican debate.
I was thinking you were going to say you were hoping Trump was in the train, but okay, I guess not.
Well, I was hoping he was driving one of the trains, but that debate was such a spectacular hot mess. It wasn't even funny, to the point where Kasich, who I compared to Mr. Rogers, and I had no desire to ever vote for and no desire to ever hear speak again, actually enthralled me when he literally said,
Hold on. Enthralled. E-N?
grab my attention. He even said, I mean, in other words,
There's a joke there, right?
oh, I know. But
Grab the COD, baby. COD for you.
that's just wrong.
The 3 Guys Rant will be right back after this.
Go away
commercial
if you
break.
can.
Don't go,
come
Ray.
back.
Don't go, Ray.
Don't go array.
Don't go, Ray. Stick around.
Experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the three guys rant: Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
Mike's out too.
What the hell was that?
Welcome back again here to the Three Guys Rant, coming to you live inside the Mucho Macho studios. Again, make sure to check out Mucho Macho Michelada. Thank you to them for basically making sure that our green room is always filled with their three flavors of micheladas: original, spicy, and limon. So sorry for the crack ups, but Phil is asking everybody here to grab his attention during commercial break. Phil, what exactly were you speaking about?
We're going to move on before you lose your mind. Gentlemen, there's a very, very
That's the second time you said that
serious-
today. That's the second time today you've addressed us as gentlemen. And I don't know why.
This is a serious topic.
Oh, it is.
Yes, this is very emotional and moving.
Oh, crap. Let me put my phone down.
I was reading.
Anytime I have an emotional movement, that's exactly what it is. It's crap.
Ironically, you say that. While I was having a movement, I was reading an article. Because that's usually the only time I can stand this individual
I
and
was
read an
going to say,
article
so you
about
must
him.
read books
No.
a whole block at a time.
No. It's a very sad time. And I'm thinking that the three guys should set up a GoFundMe account. Because, gentlemen, if we don't help Kanye, he may have to go away.
I thought you were going to say because we're so broke, we need to freaking help. But, okay, fine.
No.
We'll go with Kanye.
Kanye needs money. He's $53 million in debt.
I honestly thought that was a joke. I thought somebody had hacked into his account and posted that.
Ironically, so did I. But
There's
it turns
no
out
way he's $53 million in debt. To who? The IRS?
No, in general. Because of his brands and the way he does stuff. They say that, again, take it with a grain of salt, because the article I read was probably written by The Onion or somebody. I don't even remember. But the whole thing was, they're saying, like, even his house that him and Kim bought for $20 million
Okay.
or $12 million is going to end up costing 20, because they say he's such a perfectionist and has stuff redone so many times. It's just the way he is and the nature
Wasn't
of
that a
his
double
being.
negative? If he's such a perfectionist, wouldn't it be perfect the first time, not 12th times in?
You understand it doesn't work that way, right?
Oh, sure it does. It does if you're a perfectionist.
All right. So, that being said, in the last week, poor Kanye is $53 million in debt. He reached out to Zuckerberg and asked all of the Twitterites to reach out to Zuckerberg on his behalf and the Facebookites to ask him to invest $1 billion in his ideas. Because Jesus. Or
Are you
baby
kidding
Jesus.
me?
What freaking ideas does he have?
Hey. Jesus is a genius, he said. Right? He's Jesus? Is that what he is? Y-E? Jesus?
You know, I saw actually somebody posted a picture of one of the sweaters that supposedly, you know, I don't know if he designs them or whatnot. It looked like a rag that I used to wash my truck with.
It's $5,000, isn't it?
Yes.
It looks like the rag that I wash my balls with.
It's Hey.
I wouldn't pay.
$5,000 for that rag.
Wow, I'm happy if somebody
Now,
pays me $5 for
The
mine.
funny part is, Minnie Kim, Kylie, right? That's Minnie Kim, because Kendall's the skinny Victoria's Secret model.
One of them hoes. Okay, what?
Anyway, one of the pretty little sisters.
I hope the one you called the hoe is over 18.
Even
They're
if
both,
she wasn't, she's still a
It
hoe.
doesn't really
they're
matter.
both over 18 now.
Okay, so they're both hoes.
So
So
one
you
of
got
the
little
They've been
hoe?
hoes.
You got
no,
big hoe.
Okay, the
little
pretty,
and big
the
hoes.
pretty little sister with the one from Winnie the Pooh, Tuga.
Okay,
I don't
she's
know.
the one that's had plastic surgery.
Whatever.
Right.
She had gotten an offer of $1 million from Adidas to rep the brand. Baby Jesus, or whatever his name is,
Adidas.
went online and said, your money's going to be returned. There's no way that she's going to leave the fold. She's part of the family. She's only going to support Jesus brands or whatever the name of it is.
It's just Kanye speaking?
Well, I mean, I don't know that he actually speaks, but
So Kanye's taking it upon himself.
to tell Adidas to pretty much go pound sand. Well,
So she's not with Adidas.
yesterday or a couple of days ago, whatever day we're on, I don't even know anymore, the check cleared. And she has decided that the 4 commercials she's already filmed will
Should
continue.
Good for her.
Yeah. So apparently apparently Arvin's favorite word, she's the only one in the Jenner Kardashian clan who doesn't follow 100% Kanye's lead.
I don't think anybody does, other
does
than that
family-
idiot Kim.
Does the family really lead?
You know
to
what?
that extent?
Ever since,
I mean, does he lead the family to that
Ever
extent?
seen?
ever since
Ever seen?
I've been sick and sick.
So you've converted nationalities. You're a Sikh now.
So
Is that a
that's not a
nationality or is that a
nationality.
religion?
That's a religion.
Okay.
Ever since she got together with him, I can't stand her anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Why are you
I
racist,
might
man?
bang her,
Why you hating?
dude.
Why are you hating on the
Wait,
black
I think
man?
I think she's just been defiled.
Wait.
You know what?
You say that? You say
know what?
that? Like that's a possibility.
Oh, son, it's always a possibility, man. What's up? What's
Maybe-
wrong with
may-
you?
Maybe when you go to sleep,
Just because you got no game, don't put me in that category.
you'd have more of a chance to bang Kanye than you would Kim.
Hold on.
You know what?
Hold on.
For the right amount of money,
You would let
Zuckerberg, if you're listening, that could be arranged.
I just got a tweet from Big J in
You got
Arizona.
It was past tense, right? So you got a twat.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Big J is changing her name to Obama Lover 101, and she said you're a nut job because she'd like to know where you learned to spoke.
The
at,
school.
at the nut factory. That's where we learned how to spoke.
Did you go to one of those Puerto Rican schools that's now in debt and
I went to
closed?
many Puerto Rican schools. I kept getting kicked
Wait a
out.
minute, wait, isn't that like a double negative?
Puerto Rican school?
Yes.
Is that
Like-
your
like
damn word of the day?
Hey, is that like military intelligence? It's an oxymoron.
Yes.
Is that okay? Oxymoron. OX.
You know what? This was going to spell OxyClean because you've seen the commercial so many times.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
So
So Kanye's in trouble. Okay.
you know what?
Kanye had a fashion
Are we
show.
streaming live? You can catch what I was going to say. You can.
No, we can't. 'cause
okay.
This is live.
Kanye had a fashion show, and apparently, several people.
Doesn't he have a fashion
attended.
show like every 7 to 10 days?
I don't know. I don't follow. I just found the comedy and the $53 million in debt while they're building a $20 million home, and they've just signed another 97 years of keeping up with the Kardashians. And
Do you still
whatever.
watch that?
I don't watch
Okay.
it. I've told you
Let,
that.
let me ask you.
Here
Let
we
me
go.
ask you the
Here
same
we go.
question in a different manner. Does your wife still watch Keeping Up with the
No,
Kardashians?
and I told you this goes back 4 or 5 years. One time it was on. She was getting that butt surgery, or they were vacuuming her butt to break up the cellulite.
Are we talking about your wife or Kim?
That's gonna. I believe that
Because
coming
he.
I know.
Okay.
I know. So
All right.
as I was walking through the room, it was on TV. She muted it. I laughed. I shared with you, gentlemen. This one can't remember his mother's birthday, but he remembers one time 4 years ago that I said I watched an episode
that must
with
have
my wife.
been the longest damn episode that ever aired. Because I
I
swear,
guarantee you, he
I
can
s-
tell you right now Who got the last rose?
I cannot.
And he knows what I'm talking about.
I can only
Your Honor, I rest my
only
case.
because
I'm like, the Roses, Kardashian.
my
what the hell are you
wife-
talking about?
my wife, my future sister-in-law, and one of our dearest friends, and both of you know him.
Yeah,
he
hasn't come out of the closet yet.
I know,
but
I know. He refuses to come out of the closet. He will
Whoa, whoa,
conference with them every week to discuss the Bachelor.
Is the room in that closet? I'm just saying. Make sure to stick around. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hi, I want to tell you about an amazing wine from winelab.net. It's called Dynamite Cabernet Sauvignon. It's full-bodied with flavors of blackberry, plum, and cassis spread out, tinged with cedar and hints of chocolate and vanilla. The wine is smooth and inviting. The ripe berry flavors linger across the finish. The wine's deep purple color, flecked with violet highlights, preps you for this big yet approachable wine. Dark aromas of black cherry, berry, plum, and tobacco continue onto the palate. Subtle flavors of cedar and graphite add layers to the toasty backbone of vanilla and baking spices. Structured tannins and peppery black fruit ease into a long, satisfying finish. When you visit winelab.net to order, use code DYNAMITE for 25% off the amazing Dynamite Cabernet Sauvignon. Or use coupon code iRant and get 10% off any of the other amazing products at winelab.net. Remember, you can always visit us and pick up at our store in Costa Mesa or stop by and say hello. These offers are good until October 31st or while supplies last. Visit winelab.net today.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
That needs to get noticed, your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford, and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to the Three Guys Rant. Your three lovable, huggable gorditos are back.
That's right.
And I know we were talking about it on off air. You know, we could all stand to lose 1 or 2 pounds. You know, we're a little on the not so healthy side by a few pounds, 5 pounds or so. A few pounds. But I know we've at least 2 of the 3 that I know for sure have tried a personal trainer. And the only time we ever went was when we met at Jim's. And by that, I mean Jim's Burgers, not the actual gym.
Right.
But I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's a show on A&E coming out, Fit to Fat to Fit, to where the trainer was so dedicated to his client that he gained 70 pounds just to lose those 70
well,
pounds.
that's what I'm doing. I'm putting on the weight.
So
I'm going to help somebody lose it.
Are you going to be the before picture and then the actual trainer is going to show up 70 pounds lighter?
Oh, no. I'm going to be the trainer in this one. So I'm packing on more weight.
So you're going to train the person on how to eat.
I will sign that contract.
Would you stick to it though?
No, I'm talking about being with him while he's gaining the weight. I'll hit every buffet with him, and we'll hang out. And after he gains the weight, we're done.
You see, why isn't there a show like that? Why don't they say
it'd be wait. I hope to reach your ideal weight.
Right.
Yeah, of death. You know.
Why isn't there what now?
Why isn't there a show like that?
Because if somebody died, I can imagine some moron in that family is going to try to sue the show for millions of dollars.
Yeah,
Well,
That's why there's disclosures and contracts, man.
Yeah, people are so stupid. But wouldn't that have been the concept behind Man vs. Food? Or is one of those shows?
No, that wasn't the concept at all, man. Did you ever
where
seen that
Adam
show?
Just went to an eating
I know.
competition.
Yeah, but even he had to stop doing the show because he started getting so unhealthy. And it wasn't just the weight. I think it was cholesterol and blood pressure and all kinds of other stuff.
I don't know. I'll call BS on that. I mean, because he wasn't out there doing this crap every day.
I'd say probably 30 weeks out of a year.
I say you're wrong.
No.
Do you think less than that?
Season is probably
less.
20 shows.
Oh, I'm sorry. So 20 weeks out of a year?
That's less than half the year.
It wasn't like he finished every challenge. And plus,
Right.
you're also saying it was all volume. Some of them were just setting his mouth on fire.
Right.
I watched the show.
Do you watch the show?
I watch it.
Do you wash it down with the soda?
I do. I do.
You know what else can set your mouth on fire?
Please do tell. Do tell, please.
Hot sauce, man. What are you thinking?
So I think it's an interesting concept. I think they've greenlit the project. I don't think they've actually started airing the show, but the gentleman here, he's actually he's extremely fit. And then there's a picture
Well,
afterwards.
I would think so. He's a trainer.
No, but I mean extremely fit and ripped.
What part of fit to fat to fit did you not get?
Would you like
Adonis Hill?
Would you like to see him naked?
A 35? No, I would not. Well, no, I'd rather not. A 35-year-old
He
personal trainer.
contemplated it, though. I
Yeah, he
like
did.
that he stopped. He
And you know
stuttered.
why he contemplated it? Because the guy's black.
He does look like Obama. Moving on.
Are we moving on?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
I don't want to get those angry emails again.
You don't want the Reverend Al Sharpton to send you another strongly
As long as we
poem?
don't get another call from the FTC, we'll be all right. man.
From
FTC.
FTC.
FCC, sorry.
I'm sorry. Isn't FTC the flower place?
No, that's
Are
FTD.
you freaking kidding me?
Isn't that the
And you're
logistics
laughing at
company?
me?
Unreal. Unreal.
So what you got, Mikey?
I don't know. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, probably liver disease. What else do you want to know?
Oh, we know that you got liver
You know-
disease. No doubt about
Hey,
that.
you know what? I think we should talk on air and have the discussion that we were having with Phil yesterday because it's a very important matter to men.
The prostate check.
Yes. You know, I
I don't
think
know-
we
I
should
don't know
do
where you
a
were
PSA about that today.
Well, you know
Just-
the irony of that
What?
is that the gentleman you're about to describe and the two of you are so stupid that the subject matter that you would like to discuss is currently being worked on, no joke, in 3 different science circles around the globe. That
Oh,
they have
I know
now,
it's in a circle.
They have now figured out a new way.
It's called the pink.
No,
a brown circle.
No, they found a new way to test your prostate through an enzyme in your urine. So the days
Whoa,
of-
whoa,
what's the
whoa!
fun in
I was gonna
that?
say,
Come
where's the
on
fun in
now.
that?
So the days of you two enjoying having
Okay.
both of your
'Cause-
doctor's hands on your shoulders while he's behind you. Okay.
When he says, Mike, put your pants over there where mine are, I'm committed at that point.
I understand.
It's nothing.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Every Friday, I see my doctor, and I'm a good client. I bring strawberries and champagne.
Okay. The fact that you like getting fisted by your doctor is a whole different show. That's Dagmara's show that's done what day of the week on another night of the show?
A Thursday night.
Thursday nights, okay. That's her topic. What I'm telling you two is
Well,
His ass is
wait,
her
wait.
topic. How is that?
I was going to say, I don't know if her show's about fisting, but please continue.
that's just filthy. So that being said, the two of you would like to go into the whole thing about
You know
prostate
what?
checks and so
When
on.
I can't get a hold of my doctor, I say, Mike, I check you, you check me.
That's fine.
And I've given you plenty of second opinions. And I'm glad to tell the listeners that your prostate feels pretty healthy. So Phil, I think you need a second opinion.
Phil, would you like somebody's hand wrapped around your prostate?
I don't want either one of you two anywhere near.
So please continue the science circle, the circle of trust, like you were talking about.
There's no fun in that.
You will hopefully in the next several months to a year be able to just pee in a cup, and the days of the two of you being felt up by your doctor and, as Mikey says, taking off his pants with his doctor, those days will be over.
I'm telling you that I actually fear, because my doctor has always told me, you know what, we don't have to go that route yet until you're in your 50s. And last year we were having a conversation, and she's like, you know, in a couple of years. I'm like, why do you remind me every time I come? Luckily, she's a female. So you know how I might enjoy it? Because she's got small hands. I was looking at them.
By the way, it's funny you say that because Obama Lover 101, Big J, says, does Mike like one or two fingers at a time?
He prefers both hands.
At a time?
Yeah.
No. You start with one finger. Make sure I'm relaxed. Then it's just, let's go for it.
This is the worst PSA ever.
No, it's not.
You're trying to tell men to go get checked on their prostate while you're described.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Arvin says, if he doesn't have a finger in him, it's not sex. Isn't that what you said yesterday? Yes or no? Did I make that up?
I plead the fifth.
All right. On to happier things. The Sports Illustrated 2016.
Good one, Mike. Good one.
The Sports Illustrated 2016 is now on newsstands. Have you gentlemen seen the mix of women they put in this year?
I have not seen the mix, but I saw the cover girl, and she's spectacular.
You know there's three, moron.
I only saw the one.
Okay. Which one?
Well,
what they call the plus size one.
Okay, so you saw Ashley Graham.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's also Ronda Rousey.
And I don't know why the hell she's plus size, but...
Well, you know who else is in this one?
Ronda Rousey's plus size?
No.
Oh, Mikey, that's a great looking top of your head. I'm used to seeing that on Friday nights, not during the show.
I'm with Mike. They got to get rid of that term. They got to get rid of the term plus size.
Got about 30 seconds.
Okay. So anyway, if you get a chance, this one I think is one of the more eclectic mixes they have. Lindsey Vonn is in this one. Ronda Rousey's in this one.
Oh, Ronda Rousey's just spectacular.
There's some beautiful women. So if you get a chance, I think this one is
Ronda Rousey. I'd do it for her. Wait, that's not right, is it?
How about we'll be right back?
Oh, I already came, so I'm already back.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
It's hot out here. I need a drink.
Have a mucho macho michelada.
What's a michelada?
Michelada is a Mexican Bloody Mary made with beer. All you have to do is get bucket-sized michelada, open it up, pour it in your favorite beer, and you're good.
What if you don't like beer?
You can use it in lemon lime soda, vodka with lime, or tequila with lemon lime soda.
Sounds delicious.
Where do you find it? You can find it at your favorite store, or you can go to muchomachomichelada.com.
Find us on Twitter and Facebook. It's one thing to own a business. It's another to promote it. That's why thousands of business owners rely on Monster Marketing Group. Design, print, mail, custom mailers, all for as little as 29 cents delivered. That includes postage. Send to a neighborhood, zip code, or an entire city. With just a simple call, 888-49-MONSTER, you can easily promote your business, sales, events, grand openings, send coupons, and much more.
Your mail delivers in as little as 5 days. No dealing with the mailing list or paperwork. Monster Marketing does all the heavy lifting. Get started now by calling 888-49-MONSTER or go to monstermg.com.
Monster Marketing Group. We deliver, we give you results, we can prove it.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
Welcome back to the Three Guys Rant here in the studio. Mucho Macho Michelada. Again, make sure to check them out. Mucho Macho Michelada. And again, thank you for always making sure we're fully stocked here in the green room. I got to say, man.
You know what's funny? You keep saying a green room, and anybody streaming knows that there's no green in this room, but that's okay.
There's no green in your pocket because I wasn't talking about this room.
Yeah,
I was talking about the room over there.
Yeah, I know that.
But, you know, it's. I think this is our third segment. I can't believe how many times I've gone down in the last 40 minutes. If I had, whoa.
Yeah.
I meant the chair. The chair keeps dropping. Okay.
We gave you your own office, but you still want to hang out under our desks. I don't know why. Anyways,
wow, that's not what I was talking about.
Let's talk about Apple.
The fruit. Gwyneth girl.
I don't eat a lot of apples. Or Christina Applegate.
No, she's cute. I like her. No, Apple the company.
Apple
they make
bottoms?
iPhones. They make
Apple bottoms.
Whatever. They make all kinds of stuff. The FBI
Apple honey
got a court order to have them crack one specific one, as in uno, single, solitary.
The pizza
phone.
Or the card game?
Neither, actually. One iPhone. Now, it belonged to the two dirtbag terrorists who shot up the San Bernardino Health Center back in December.
Right.
It was locked. And Apple has decided not to comply. So Tim Cook, the CEO and whatever of Apple, has said that Apple will not comply because it violates the trust and privacy of so many iPhone, blah, 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 blah.
Now, that's what I didn't understand, because at first I thought they wanted access to everybody's phone.
One.
But we're talking about one phone.
One.
So what's the big deal?
The court order is very specific. Crack the terrorist phone, please.
Which the FBI physically has.
Now that
I know that they found it.
That troubles me about the FBI, that it's a 4-digit code, and it's not like even it's alphanumeric. It's a 4-digit code, and but
it can't be. It can't be a 4-digit code. It's got to be some sort of encryption.
It said there was a 4-digit code.
I mean, if it's a 4-digit code, there's programs out there you can probably download off the internet, and it'll figure it out in minutes.
I'm gonna say,
wouldn't you have to put that on your phone to run it?
I would say, my phone has a 4-digit code. And I swear people figured out my code just because of how many swipes have been in the same direction.
Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. My question to you, though, is what's your thoughts on Apple?
I think that's BS. I think they should be forced to unlock that phone, period. And if they don't, they should be fined.
Arvin?
I agree. I
Now when it comes to terrorism.
As a true American, I think he should unlock that one phone.
So here was his argument. Once you create that software, once you create the tool to break an
But wouldn't they already have something like that on the back end?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's out there.
Once you do that, it'll be available to anyone. and the hackers will get it, and the world will get it, and the cyber criminals will get it.
Yeah, because
and they'll break it. Wait. This is my favorite part. They'll break into all your phones and steal all your personal information, like health information and bank accounts, and on and on. Now, let me ask you too, because
Sony was so secure that stuff like this has never happened.
Well, no. What's funny though, even before, I mean, a few years ago, we had all those people's picture accounts on iCloud.
I was gonna say, you don't want to get hacked and you don't want to go through all this BS. Get a flip phone from 10 years ago.
Okay, but here's my question: this is Apple, the most valuable company, sales-wise and dollar-wise, right now on the planet.
No, not anymore. But
who beat them?
Google.
Oh, did Google pass them again? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a term, and Arvin, hold your sexual innuendos for 2 seconds.
It's called chunking.
No, it's called air gapped.
Oh, I love me some air gap.
I like mine.
I know. Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. Air gapped means
is that anything they queefy?
No. You take a computer, no Wi-Fi, no network, no anything.
Oh, they showed that on that show.
Newsroom.
Yeah. See, I was going to just say the show with the guy.
No. So if you're Apple, can't you take a one physical device?
Right.
Because all they got to do is walk 30 feet into the other room where they're making computers.
Right.
Right.
Well, no, but not even a computer. Couldn't they make something that plugs in? Okay.
Right.
And Tim Cook and a judge hold it, cracks the phone in 1 second, and then either smash it, burn it, put it in a vault, whatever you want to do with it. But for Apple, who can hide stuff for 8, 9, 10 years at a time because they have those billions and their secret research facilities, Tim Cook had the audacity to say that it's going to get out there. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Would Steve Jobs have done it?
No, but Steve Jobs again, it was anti everything. He was a nut job, And again, I don't know where he would have stood.
I don't know where he would have
terrorism.
stood on terrorism.
That's a whole different animal. So my thing is this: I understand. Okay, so you've got your naked pictures of you and farm animals, and you don't want everybody knowing about them.
I got no shame in that.
Why you post them on Instagram? Well, the funny part is why you post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, on and on, Flickr, and what have you.
Like Mikey's pig brothel.
Right.
Okay.
But yet, terrorist who killed, I apologize because I don't want to offend any of those families, 11 people? 13 people?
I'm not
anyway,
going to guess. I don't remember.
Thank God we shot them both dead in the streets like animals, but we can't crack one phone to help the government.
No, we can. It's just that pussy Cook doesn't want to do it.
Well, okay, and that's so.
Right.
And the thing is, how many Apple fans are going to be in an uproar? I'm like, give me a break.
If anybody wants access, and I don't have an iPhone, thank goodness, but if anybody wanted access to my bank account, my health records, any of that, feel free to do so. You're going to return it at the end of the day.
If you want to steal my identity, I will tell you my social security number on air.
Because you're only going to help it.
Exactly.
No, but here's the funny part, and I'm sure you guys all saw the report back in December. What is it? 50 or 60% of passwords out there in the world are something like 1234.
Right.
2222. Because people can't remember.
I'm so glad mine is 4321 then.
Because people can't remember the 196 different versions we have to remember now.
I will tell you this, that when there's certain websites or certain whatever you got to create a password for, and it's got to be capital letter, lower letter,
I hate
symbol, this, that, and the other. And I just shut down the account now because I'm never going to remember this password.
Have you ever clicked on generate one for me?
No.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Okay.
And I swear
I have.
Please do.
There's like a photo of Bigfoot. There's an alien ship on there. There's
No.
Garfield.
No.
There's all
I'm talking
kinds of
about
stuff.
create a 512, kilobit
Encryption,
level
yeah,
encryption
right.
for me. It comes up asterisk, exclamation,
Right.
A, little a, B,
Right.
O, 1, asterisk, question mark, slash.
And then at the end of that whole encryption that they give me, I put an F and a Q and then push enter.
It's just there's so many websites that I've gone to once because I just don't remember the damn password anymore. So I just, screw it. I'm not gonna even try. I'm not gonna, forget password and get an email and authenticate your account, whatever. I'm done.
I'm honestly at a loss as to, again, and I don't even think Apple should have made such a big deal about it. If they came to them, it's not like they're saying, hey, we want you to create a backdoor that can be used anytime. I mean, okay, if the rebuttal is, look, we'll do it this one time because it involves terrorism.
I got to tell you, there was this one time I was in Hollywood. I got asked the exact same question.
No, not when you were prostituting yourself.
He did have gentle.
Apple on the
He
phone.
he had very gentle hands.
The other thing I didn't understand is, okay, so this is Apple.
They should be forced to do it.
No, but hold on. If you're Apple,
Whoa! You're saying that they should be forced to open up their back door?
Absolutely.
That sounds a little rapey.
Hey,
but couldn't Apple say, "Give us the phone. We'll grab the data and give it to you. We won't give you the tool."
Apple should just be forced to do it. No conditions. You will do it, and that's that.
There's another.
And
there's a whole other
and
joke
and
there.
Tim Cook should be held in contempt of court. That's it.
He said he's going to go to the
grab
Supreme
his
Court with
grab
this
his ass and fucking and walk him out of headquarters, out of his campus, in cuffs, and that's it. And Arvin, you better figure out how to fix that.
There's no fixing your stupidity.
So, but again, you know, but is this a? Not even a first. Was it a? It's got to be a First Amendment, right? Is it a First Amendment right? I mean, because
No,
it's not freedom of speech.
isn't that the Fourth Amendment?
I'm drawing. I apologize.
I think that would go under the Fourth Amendment.
So my whole thing is though, it's one phone.
Even if he gets fined, it's not like he's not
That's
going to
what
be
I'm
willing to
saying.
pay it.
Okay,
He's going to pay it.
throw him in
Day
jail.
after day.
Throw him
after
in
day.
jail until he's
He'll never see a day in jail.
I know
Because they
that.
can afford good attorneys.
I know that, but
So-
that's what they should do.
Even if it's $100,000 a day, fine. He's got money up the wazoo. Yep, just to keep paying it. Hey, again, this is the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back. Stick around.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Located in Monrovia, California, Mount Sierra College prepares highly skilled graduates for careers in management, information technology, media arts, and game arts. Transfer earned credits or start right after high school and earn a bachelor's degree in 4 years or less. Combine industry-driven, hands-on small classes with your general education units. Mount Sierra College. Invest in yourself. Financial aid is available for those who qualify.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant radio show. Rock on.
Are we on? Are we on? Bueno? Bueno? All right, so we're back to the last segment of this show. You listen to Three Guys Rant with Phil, Mike, and Arvin.
It's supposed to be Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
No, we're changing it.
No, we're not.
It's going to be PMA.
Okay. So I just got a tweet from I Love Barack 24/7, and since you were talking about pig brothels.
No, I never mentioned those two words. You brought it up.
Oh yeah, but it's because you had talked about pig brothels in the past. They wanted to know, what is the donkey show?
Phil?
I have no idea.
You see his face, man? Do you even believe that when he says that?
Yeah, I don't. I plead the fifth on the donkey show. All I'm gonna say is, don't ever Google it.
It is one of Tijuana's most frequented attractions. I think we should leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. I agree. I agree with
Really?
that.
And well, thank you.
Is that what you're saying?
What the hell are you doing?
That was just a donkey show music right there.
Did you stick your finger in the wrong hole again?
I got it.
And if that's the donkey show music, it must be done what, in Alabama?
You know what? It probably is. Because life is like a box of chocolates down in Alabama.
It's always brown and messy?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So we're just gonna sit here quietly and stare at each other? Is that what we're doing?
I'm still thinking of the donkey show. No, but
I try to distance myself from both of you.
Yeah, Phil wants nothing to do with the donkey show. But I know earlier we talked about Deadpool, the movie Deadpool. Do you have any plans on seeing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you planning on taking children?
Well, no, it's rated R, so no.
Okay, good. I was going to say don't take any children. I thought it was a great movie. I don't know if I would say.
Were you dumb enough to take kids to an R?
No, because I was aware of that specific thing just based on some of the things I saw on the interwebs. I'm like, I don't know if it's a
Real
kid
quick,
movie.
let me just comment. Mike and I went to a screening
of Deadpool.
No, about 6 months ago to the Amy Schumer movie. I think it was Trainwreck.
Trainwreck.
Okay.
Oh yes, I do remember
the
the
description was quite explicit, to the point where it said, "Children under 13 not really recommended."
Right.
Is that what it said? Not really recommended.
It said not recommended or something. There was maybe 3 or 4 people.
Right.
They were stupid enough not to get a babysitter.
What were they? 6, 7 years old?
Dude, I felt uncomfortable during the scenes. I would look at the
sorry,
kids.
Were the kids sitting on your lap?
No, but they were. I could see
The crowd's
a couple of
losing
them,
their mind.
and
Right.
I felt bad. I'm like,
At
are
the
they
movie
covering
or
the kids' eyes?
or the
At the
environment?
movie, because I mean, it was for being a female-driven movie, which
Yeah.
was spectacular,
Was
and
raunchy?
the movie was very, very funny, done from a female perspective.
Mhm.
It was very raunchy, okay, and very colorful, to the point where it was like, whoa.
Okay, there was a lot of that in this movie.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not a kid movie. I wanted to go check it out. So that's how I spent my Valentine's Day. The first part of the movie was a little bit slow, but then I do think it was a spectacular movie. It didn't feel like an X-Men, Marvel, Superman, Batman.
But it was a Marvel movie.
It was, but it did seem like a low budget version of that. It almost seemed.
Well, it was a low budget.
Well, I guess that's why the explanation would be that it kind of looked like a Cam movie. If for anybody that knows what that is, it's kind of a grainy version.
Well,
of,
I think they spent $37 million. They said it's one of the lowest.
Who's the lead?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Related to Bruce Reynolds.
Okay.
Or no, Burt Reynolds.
All
One
right.
of the Reynolds.
He's probably Mrs. Reynolds' boy.
Right,
All right.
right. So, I think in total, you were going to say they spent $37,000 for what? Because I heard it.
37 million.
I heard it was $68 million to do the whole movie. So I'm assuming that's paying Mr. Reynolds and everything else. But right out of the gate,
Burt Reynolds?
or Jimmy Reynolds, one of them.
Okay.
They made $150+ million. So they're saying that it might create some backlash, because Superman and Batman are scheduled to come out in about 30 days, and I think their budget was over $200 million, and their expectation for opening weekend is at most $150. So they're saying they might have to regroup and rethink the way they do
Well,
movies.
a lot of
nowadays.
that came from, I don't know if you saw, there's a new artificial intelligence program they're using
Mm-hmm.
to try and predict where movies are going to come into play. And they were saying that the Batman versus Superman, that people won't want to see it because they don't want to see two superheroes
fight.
I would.
I
think that makes a lot of sense.
Two superheroes.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Not a superhero and a villain.
No.
What makes a lot of sense that they're using?
A lot of people will probably not want to see that.
What, the stupid people?
I don't know. Whoever.
No, because, I mean, again, I honestly, I'm struggling with the whole concept of trying to get my head around it. But I don't know if you've noticed, but even Marvel is moving that direction now. And I didn't realize the comic books, because I didn't read enough of them, went that direction. So like in the new upcoming Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
The Civil War, where they fight with Iron Man.
Right, because him and Bucky go against the government.
Right.
So apparently there's periods in all of these superheroes' lives where they go against the establishment.
I don't know enough about comic books to throw a general statement like that out there, but I know with like Batman specifically, when Frank Miller came on board, he went from this, I don't want to say goody two-shoes Batman, but
he went to the Dark Angel.
Right. He definitely took him to a very dark place, and it seemed like that kind of revived Batman and made him what he is today. Because I was going to say, I don't know if Batman, I guess by all means necessary, Batman is a superhero, but he's almost a garbage man taking out the garbage. I don't know if I would necessarily say he's a good guy. He's just...
Well, the biggest issue, again, as an overgrown kid, when it comes to these movies that I'm struggling with, really, in Superman 3, back in the late 80s, he moved a whole planet.
That's right. He reversed time.
Okay. But yet, Batman, with his stupid little laser shooters and bat hook, can fight him? Are you kidding me?
Because he's a
he
billionaire.
Can't. He can't.
So is Trump. And the wind blows his hair. So who is Trump supposed to fight?
Wait, where can I find this wind? So I could get blown too.
By Trump?
That's what.
Or his hair.
So no, it's. I'm looking forward to it. I think.
How is Batman going to really fight Superman?
That's what I'm wondering.
When Superman is in a wheelchair. I mean, that number one, that would be unfair.
Superman passed.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh, okay. He's not in a wheelchair no more.
Superman in a wheelchair, no. He's gone.
He's gone.
He passed.
Okay.
He rolled his little wheelchair into the pearly gates.
So
Batman's gonna win.
So that's you just gave away the movie. That
So
was
Batman
spoiler
wins.
alert right there.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You realize no one under 40 knows what the hell we're talking about. So Google that.
Yeah, googly moogly.
Mikey, what's your Puerto Rican word of the day?
Fafu, baby. I'm hungry. Let's go get some fafu.
Some fafu?
That's right.
What exactly is fafu?
According to the Webster's Puerto Rican dictionary.
Fast food.
Yes.
Fafu.
Fafu.
Interesting. Will I find that on Google?
Probably not.
Back in the old days on Felix the Cat, he had a little sidekick called Baboom. Gotta go.
All right, thank you everybody for sticking around and listening to the insanity and stupidity that we have here. Make sure to check us out each and every week at the3guysrant.com. Again, the3guysrant.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check out all our videos on YouTube. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.